Hey everyone, Ittarra here, bringing you another episode of Soul Advice. If you can clearly tell from the splice on this video, this was just recorded from the first episode. I was trying to talk for 20 minutes, but I ended up running out, so I just made it a second video for different topics. This topic is just going to be supporting. Now, when I say supporting, I mean being there for friends, as well as seeing somebody on the street that's having trouble, or, let's say you see a Facebook status or a social media network that, somebody's having trouble. When I mean support, the only thing that should ever really contract somebody saying that you're wrong, even if it's not within your personal view of things, because every person is different, every situation is different. The only time you should ever properly say that something is wrong, or in this case, something is troubling, is if it can cause self-harm, self-deprivation, or it can put others in danger. If you know somebody is going to get just completely fucked up, regardless, try and persuade them not to get as messed up, or have some way of making sure that they don't harm themselves as well as others, because it's about being responsible. And going from that tangent, when it comes right down to it, there is no such thing as a wrong decision for how somebody feels. They feel that way because that's their reaction to it. It's up to a third-party member that's outside the situation to try and talk things down. Things get hard, things just don't go your right way, and it bogs you down and everything else. But the thing is you gotta keep going regardless, because, no matter what it may seem, no matter how bad it may seem, tomorrow's a new day, and within that new day you can find new things to do, new respect, new anything, really, just to keep moving forward. People who have this dependency with, any substance whatsoever, they've lost track of it, because they think nobody cares, oh, this makes me feel good, I mean, if you give a mouse an orgasm button, if it's gonna keep pressing that orgasm button until it fucking dies of hunger, alright? It's not going to be, it's gotta be in moderation. You have to step in and be that friend. It's like, I don't want you to do this. I want you to be safe. I want you to just be able to have this next day, because God only knows what would happen if you ended up not saying something and helping somebody. Another thing is, I've seen a lot of, excuse me one second, sorry, had a little distraction right there. When you see somebody that's hating on one of your friends, it's natural to get defensive over it. However, you don't go in swinging fists or anything else. If you have to play mediator, you go in there, but you remain neutral. If you want to support somebody, do it in the best possible way. Make sure that they realize, because a calm attitude can diffuse any situation, unless it's like, as Spencer would put it, that baby mama drama. Anyway, what'll end up happening is, no matter how it may seem, there's always a chance for somebody to step in and play mediator and actually do the right thing. Because anger begets anger, violence begets violence. Humans only understand violence when it's at a massive scale. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it doesn't always have to require it if you're dealing with people who actually have the common sense to say, you know what, this was wrong. But then again, you're actually having to convince another human being they're wrong. Good luck with that. But what I was going to say, but the thing about it is you never know until you try. You always support those that need support. You always try and make it to where, the people understand, the parties involved understand that this doesn't have to be this way. And one of the biggest taboos, I guess you could say, would be the LGBT. I believe it's that. My dyslexia wants to say LBGT. I can't ever pronounce it right to save my life. I always have to get it wrong at least once. But it's like, if somebody wants to be bi, gay, transgender, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the person on the inside that matters. It's not anything of that. It's not you know, oh, that's bad, you know, damn you and fuck you, and, you know, you just don't need it. You really just don't need it. Because when it comes right down to it, the person inside is the person inside. You know, and if the person's an asshole, the person's an asshole. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter, you know, what preference they have. It doesn't matter of these little stupid insecurities or anything of that nature. What really matters is the fact that that person was an asshole. And you're going to come across those people. But as a majority, everybody's different. You can't just say that, you know, one thing happens and that's it. You know, oh, I don't trust anybody that's like that. Anybody that's like that, I don't need to be their friends or anything of that nature. Bullshit. You don't know who those people are. Those people could be the greatest people in the world, and I would know, because majority of my friends are, you know, majority of my friends are bi. And I do have transgender friends, I do have gay friends. I've had, my family you know, it's like, when it comes right down to it, you know, you don't know who these people are. You only have to give the strangers a chance once to show you who they are. And if they are if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. You know? It doesn't mean that we can't all, you know, you can't be friends. You know, but these people that just have, like, this needless sense of hate in their soul because of who they are, because of one decision that they made, it's just not worth it. It just begets, you know, stupidity begets stupidity. Intelligence begets intelligence. Unless you get that one person that's like, you know, oil and water, which will happen, but at the same token, you will know, if you know who they are, then you know to avoid them if you don't like them. There's just a lot of needless fighting and needless arguments of who does what, you know, people saying that they're wrong for doing such a thing, when in reality, all that really matters is if it's a self-deprivating or self-harming way, should, you know, other people get involved, because it's not your business to actually be like, you know, oh, I think you're wrong because of the way you think and anything else. If it's the way they think, fine. If it's not harassing somebody you know, fine. Or unless you feel like you need to get involved. Because there's been countless times where I've had to play mediator in such a way. And the thing about it is people will listen to reason that are smart enough to realize that that's reasoning. If they don't reason, then you take whoever's having a problem and just take them away from it. Because clearly the person who's arguing and the person who is just, you know, spouting off nonsense is just not worth it. It's just needless drama that you do not need. Support those that deserve it. You know, and just support. That's all you have to do, because no matter what, no matter how it may seem and no matter what may happen, you always know that you did the right thing because you actually did something of that nature to help another person. Well, everyone, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this video. I hope that you all enjoyed this, and I hope that you all found some solace in this. And if there's any questions that you have, or if there's anything of that nature, please let me know in the comments. Have a great day, everyone, and be safe. Later!